welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Carolina sideline, it's their head coach, Dave Canales. His team got in the win column last week following a couple of losses to start the year. On the other side, the Steelers head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. And I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
For the Steelers.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go.
It's a zone read given to Hubbard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Young. This is caught at 2. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width. Now,
oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Carolina. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
So, following the touchdown, the punter, Mann, going to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is hot! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. Pick up of 46 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
They'll run with Johnson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
From On the 6, here comes a return. Woo! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll go play action with Young. Back into the hands of Hubble. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
And the ready. Ready.
To throw is Young. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Braden Mann now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
And they're on the 16-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
The tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
17-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Penix. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On second down, here's Penix. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Still on his feet, and they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 36 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked this way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
First and goal from the 6-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the goal line and in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL. He gets free. Inside the 40. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. The extra point by Gay is good. Panthers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. But dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Now, Penix. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be second down. Here's Penix. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Penix. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
To throw again, it's Penix. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Again, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll go. It's Johnson. First down and more inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll go again with Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
Throwing is Penix. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try to run with Johnson. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What a standout performance early on in this one, and his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
It's the score. Steelers 21, Panthers 14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We get on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Gesicki, the man in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. This play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Young to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Derek Harmon is there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
Pretty obvious this defense needed that play. The entire game from the jump, Mike, it just seems like the quarterback has been way too comfortable playing from the pocket. He's got himself 2 passing touchdowns here already. They got to continue to make him feel this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. A pass taken in by Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Young to throw, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
17-yard line.
lefty Penix on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Tershawn Wharton getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Now Penix to throw on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. A give, and here's Johnson. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field positions just shy of midfield. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Throwing on second down, Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yep.
From the gun, it's Young. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
Set, right. Right. Ready. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He'll get this out to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Panthers will cut the lead down to 4.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Down the sideline, past the 40. A terrific run, finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. An even 40 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. Good blocking to the 15. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. And even 30 yards.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up first and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Look out. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On second down, Penix. That is caught, and he's in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
Panthers 17. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We get on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22.
On second down, Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And They'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Into space. This one in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big play from the special teams. They're great. Not only did they come up with the block, but they return it for the touchdown. Get a little bit of momentum with this big play.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of a risk and reward that a coach has to balance anytime he calls for a punt rush. And we saw there exactly why you do it. You're able to get your hand, block the ball, and in this case, you get the extra bonus because it leads to a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead.
Panthers 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Leggett on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A second down throw for Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. General McMillan was the intended receiver. It's second down. Back to the air, it's Young. We'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
Come on, set.
Throwing is Young. The pressure's too much, and he goes down.
And there was nothing exotic about I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And remember, the last time they tried this, he had it blocked. The Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. It's Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Another run here with Johnson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go, set. 70
with Johnson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
2 yards.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Shotgun snap, no run. Here's Hubbard. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here we go, set, ready.
We get in motion. Here's Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's 3rd down.
Okay.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. He'll be taken down rather here swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Penix. The open man is Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
You think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
50-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Johnson. Room to run at the 35. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh, 33 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Warren. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
The 11-yard line brings up 2nd down.
Second down, they need 3.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Plant. It's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, they're all hold.
And he'll take it on in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Panthers 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Ready.
They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. Room to run at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Panthers. 33 yards.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Black force.
Out of the shotgun, Young.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
It is 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready. Fit, ready.
Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That's caught left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
Let's go now.
A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Young. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to run right over the center with Hubbard. And he's... going to have a Panthers 1st down by a couple.
Let's go. 19, Tiger.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, Ward. This will be complete to Mechie. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Looking to put a drive together. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind. Run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
2nd and 7. Here's Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll throw with Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Operating from the gun, Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And looking to throw, Penix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Penix. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
30-yard line.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ward, here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. On
to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Johnson. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake. Now Penix. And a completion to Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's just so unusual to see a loss of yardage on a quarterback sneak play. Give a lot of credit to the defensive front. They weren't permitting anything.
Yeah, from the naked eye, they only needed 2 or 3 inches there.
Yeah, and how do you go from needing 2 or 3 inches to losing yardage?
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. Penix. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 2. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. And he's got it. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Steelers, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Warren. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Ward. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Play fake, here's Ward. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To throw, here's Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On the jump.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Ward. Towards the end zone for Brown. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
De'Ami Brown, 35 yards. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find his man Skoranek over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Penix. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Penix. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll throw with Penix. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And looking to throw, Penix. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 3 yards out. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Ward. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, here's Ward. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the gun, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Saints. And it's Spencer Rattler. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Saints with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green? The Jets, they're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is Devon Achane. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. The Dolphins trying to get to 4-1, a good start, and they have the lead at the half. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Chase Brown. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. This one's at halftime, and it's the Bengals on top in this one at halftime. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he returns this to the 22. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Penix. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Shedding the tackle, and gives him some room. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Let's go, boys.
Running left, it's Warren. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 6. To the air, Penix. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! Darnell Washington. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Breaks through the contact. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Warren. He gets this one to Mechie. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Titans.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Ward. This will be complete to Mechie. There'll be a gain of just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's It's their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to kick it away. Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode Really trying to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays. Three first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw, here's Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Ward. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go to Johnson again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This 2nd and 4. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll find Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Ward. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They toss it down to Pollard. Good footwork at the 30. And he works free. He's on his way. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 76 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Johnson running left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A handoff for Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Moore. Mechie has it on the slam. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Pollard. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Dancing to his left. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st down.
Play action now. Ward. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, It was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.